Mastitis is typically an infection. It normally happens because you have a blocked milk duct and the infection starts in there. Mastitis is extremely painful. Quite often it comes with an extremely high fever. It is miserable. When I was a young teenager, I had an obstinate Welsh pony that bit me as I was developing. And so it bit me in the chest and caused some scar tissue. So I've had mastitis with most of my babies. The first couple of times I had it was before I knew anything about the herbs and doing things naturally. So I went to the doctor and they put me on antibiotics. What I discovered was if I went on antibiotics, I was going to be extremely miserable for 3 or 4 days. If I didn't go on antibiotics, I was going to be extremely miserable for 3 to 4 days. So I didn't notice much of a difference on whether I went on the antibiotics or I didn't go on the antibiotics. Since I have learned about the herbs and doing things naturally, my daughters now can usually flush mastitis within 24 hours. And the way we do that is they start taking echinacea and golden seal, the combination, about 4 capsules every 2 hours. Then we make up a very strong tea, which is typically called a decoction, with 3 parts dried mullein and 1 part dried lobelia. So let's say you were going to make up, let's say you're going to make 2 gallons. You're going to start with 2 gallons of water. Put 2 gallons of water into your pan, and then I would typically put, maybe 1.5 cups of dried mullein and 1/2 cup of the dried lobelia into this 2 gallons of water. Then you want to simmer it down to 1 gallon. So you're reducing your volume by half. This will greatly increase the medicinal value of your herbs, and that's called a decoction. Then we take a dish towel or a cloth diaper, soak it in that decoction, wring it out, and put that hot, moist cloth right over the breast. By doing that, you can typically take care of mastitis within 24 hours. The other thing that is very important is that you continue to nurse the baby. And that can be very hard to do because it's extremely painful. But the mastitis won't hurt the baby, and you need to draw the infection out of the breast. What I've had my daughters do and what I've had to do before is if the breast is really inflamed, hot to the touch, and extremely painful, then what I do is run a tub full of warm bath water, get down in the water so that the breast is submerged under the warm water, or take a hot wet washcloth and cover it, and then take the baby and begin nursing, and that will help a little bit. It eases the discomfort. But by using the 3 parts mullein to 1 part lobelia, doing the hot, moist cloths on the breast, taking the echinacea and golden seal orally, typically we can flush it out in 24 to 48 hours.